All right, welcome to session number one of the on-ramp series. In this session today, you're going to complete these three assessments: the weightlifting assessment, the rings assessment, and the squat endurance. Okay, so from left to right, the top numbers are in bold and they're for the males. The bottom numbers are for the women, the females. Okay, so if I'm a male, first, my first time going through it, I kind of want to think through, okay, can I do a Russian kettlebell swing with 18 pounds for 5 reps? Yes, probably. If I don't know Russian kettlebell swings, look in the movement library. Okay, then it goes, can I do 18 pounds for 10 reps? 26 pounds for 10 reps? Can then I swing a 35-pound kettlebell for 20 reps? A 44-pound kettlebell for 15 reps? A 53 for 10, 53 for 20, and then 70 pounds for 10 reps. Okay, so sure, I could have in this map put Russian kettlebell swings in every single category here, but in order to make it a little bit more elegant, if there's no specification here, and this goes for all levels and all assessments, then reference the furthermost category to the left. So this just means Russian kettlebell swings, 70-pound kettlebell for 10 reps. Then we switch to the barbell with hang power cleans. Okay, so for women, essentially the same thing. The weights and reps are slightly different. They need to swing a 44-pound kettlebell for 15 reps. The reason for that is we're trying to teach an athletic hip extension with a kettlebell before moving on to teaching an athletic hip extension with a barbell and a power clean and in a snatch. Okay, so if this is my knee and this is my hip, I want to flex it and then extend it at the same exact time. Flex, extend in the Russian kettlebell swing. So if I demonstrate it here just in my basement, if I have a kettlebell, I want my hip, let's go ahead and, okay, you're not going to see my head here, but if I'm standing at the top with my kettlebell, I want my knees and my hips to flex. So hip flexion, knee flexion, as I hinge, and then as I swing the kettlebell up, my knees and my hips are extending at the same time. Okay. If I extend my knees before my hips, I lose power. Same thing with my hips. If I extend my hips before my knees, I lose power. So I want my hips and my knees to extend simultaneously, and that extension creates vertical velocity. So the kettlebell is going to swing up with a faster velocity. Same thing with the hang power clean. Okay, hang power clean, 75 pounds for 8 reps. Okay, if we go down to blue, it kind of continues with the same idea. 5 reps, 3 reps, and then we're going to put the barbell on the floor and build up to a 200-pound power clean from the floor. Okay. The reason we go 8 reps, 5 reps, 3 reps, 1 rep for all things barbell related is because the central nervous system needs to be developed. Okay. You'll see a lot of times someone will be able to lift one time what they can lift 5 times or even 8 times just because the CNS, the central nervous system, hasn't been developed enough for a strong contraction to make sense for one repetition. So the way you develop it is through volume and repetition. So that's why the sequence goes as follows. Same thing for women. Women want to be able to hang power clean 90 pounds for 3 reps before we put the barbell on the ground and we start building to a heavy 1 rep max in a 110-pound power clean. Once we can hit these numbers in the brown 1, we're starting to become pretty talented in weightlifting. We're going to switch to a snatch and a clean and jerk total. So this number here, 300 and 180, is a sum total of your snatch plus your clean and jerk. Okay? And then from here on out, that is what the weightlifting category is through black and red. Okay? When you get north of 500 pounds, that's more like you're pushing a 300-pound clean and jerk and a 200-pound snatch. Okay, for guys. For women, you're looking at more around 190-pound clean and jerk and a 110-pound snatch, right around those kinds of numbers. Okay, that's pretty athletic and pretty powerful. Let's move on to the rings. The rings help us learn muscle ups. Okay, so first we want to be able to do planks on our elbows. Then we want to be able to demonstrate that we can do some stable support holds with a static apparatus. So you can use boxes, you can use a dip bar, just something that's not going to move your hands. Okay, and I'm just placing my hands here in a support, and I'm not moving with my feet up off the ground. Once we can establish stability in a stable support hold, here is yellow 3 for men, orange 0 for women. Then we want to be able to do 5-second ring dip negatives, 2 sets of 5. So I'm going to jump up to the top of the rings, lower myself down slowly for 5 seconds. When I hit 5, then I'm going to let my feet touch the ground. I'm going to jump back up to the top of the rings, lower myself down for 5 seconds, jump back up. Do 5 reps of that, shake it out. I'm going to rest for 2 minutes, and then I'm going to do it one more time. When I can do that, that will transfer really well into a strict ring dip. So women, it's essentially the same thing. We added an additional level right here, 1 set of 3 instead of 2 sets of 5, and that will get you a strict ring dip. Okay, moving on to blue and purple on the rings. We're accumulating strict ring dips. Once we can do 8 strict ring dips for men and 3 for women, then we're going to start doing 5 for women. We're going to start doing weighted ring dips. So weighted ring dips start for men at blue 3, for women at purple 2, and that's just because men generally have greater upper body strength than women. This is a percentage of body weight. So if I weigh 100 pounds, 12% of 100 pounds is 12 pounds. So I'm going to take a 12-pound dumbbell or maybe some plates and wrap it around a chain around my waist, however you want to do it, and you're trying to get to these numbers right here. Guys, these are extremely accurate. So if I can do 1 strict ring dip at 35% of my body weight in addition, so I'm going to do a body weight dip in addition to 35% of my body weight with an external object, I will be able to get a strict ring muscle up. It's just a matter of technique. If I can't get that, I'm not going to get a strict ring muscle up no matter how hard I try. Same thing for women. Women need to get about a 24% of their body weight before they can get a strict ring muscle up. Why are the numbers different? Honestly, they just are. Women can get strict ring muscle ups with these numbers. Men just haven't. We've had loads and loads of data to prove it this way. So trust the system. It'll get you a strict ring muscle up in the later hashes of brown. But if we want to move to black and red, we want to get eventually. So after we get 1 strict muscle up, then we're going to start learning kipping. So men are going 4, 6, 8, then 12 kipping ring muscle ups without touching the floor. Women are going 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Once men can do 12, women can do 6 unbroken, then we're going to touch 30 muscle ups for time. Okay? And you're trying to complete 30 muscle ups. You can break it up however you want in less than 4 minutes and 45 seconds for men, 6 minutes and 15 for women, all the way to these numbers. All right, we're going to finish with squat endurance. Sorry, this video is lengthy. Squat endurance just tells me what kind of stamina we have in the legs. All right, so first we want to establish that we can do some air squats to a target. So we want a 20-inch box or a 20-inch chair, and you're going to sit down to that object and stand back up. And you need to do it 5 times without taking a rest. Then 10 times. Then 15 times to a lower object in a 16-inch chair or box. Then 25. Then we want to remove the object and squat to or below parallel 20 times within 1 minute, and then 30 times within 1 minute. Most people are going to be tripped up right along these 3 levels: yellow 2, yellow 3, and orange 0. All right, these get pretty tough. All right, Tabata air squats. A Tabata is 8 rounds of 20 seconds of squats or work, 20 seconds of working, 10 seconds of rest. That 30-second interval comprises 1 round. You're going to do that 8 times. So 8 times 30 seconds is 4 minutes. This is a short 4-minute workout working on muscle stamina. And the way it's scored is if I get 12 reps my first 7 rounds, and on my 8th round of that Tabata, I get 10 reps, my score is 10. So essentially, of the 8 rounds, you're scoring your lowest round. So if I get 14 every round, and on my 8th round I get 11 just because my legs are done, my score is 11. Okay, so you might need to game this a little bit, but it's purposeful. We're trying to gain muscle stamina, your body's ability at a high intensity to continue to flush out the bad stuff, bring in the good stuff, and perform more and more work over the course of a Tabata. Okay, so if we bleed into blue, that's when we hit 14 in the Tabata air squats. Then we switch the movement to split squats. Now I'm going to demo this for you, but it's a tempo. What this 2020 means is 2 seconds down, 0 second pause, 2 seconds up, 0 second pause. Okay, so I'm going to do 8 reps on each side in a split squat at 10% for men, 5% for women of their body weight in each hand. So again, if I weigh 100 pounds, I'm going to have 10 pounds in my right hand and 10 pounds in my left hand, probably with dumbbells. It'll look like this. Okay, here's my object. I'm going to put my foot up here. Okay, I have a dumbbell here and a dumbbell here in both hands. I'm going to bring this left leg down until it reaches parallel and then back up. Okay, it's a 2-second tempo down. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, up. Right back down. Okay, you're going to do that 8 times, and then you're going to switch legs. These get pretty tough. Okay, that goes all the way to brown 1. When we get to brown 1, we switch the split squat to a Widowmaker. Widowmaker is a 20 rep max back squat. And you're trying to put on the barbell a percentage of your body weight. So eventually you're going to hit 100% of your body weight. So if I weigh 180 pounds, if I'm a brown 3, I should be able to squat 20 reps at 185 pounds. All right. Same thing applies to women. Okay, these are just percentages of body weight, you'll see. But if I go all the way to the left until it specifies what my work is, I'm doing a back squat for 20 reps at this percentage of body weight. Okay? And then after you're done with that, enter your scores into the level method. Understanding everything, going through everything. If you're in person with me or another trainer at RxFit, we usually can get this done in about 35 minutes. If you're on your own, it's probably going to take closer to an hour. If you have any questions, please email me.